I think we should start the show by addressing the haters. The haters said that Diane wasn't coming back. The haters said that she was dead. No. The return of Diane. She is back in the Senate. She's making it happen. And you know what? She looks great.
Yeah, a lot of people thought that Diane wasn't coming back after a weekend of partying with John Morant. But she showed that work and pleasure don't necessarily have to be mutually exclusive. She's come back better than ever. Obviously, there are a lot of reporters asking, just bullshit gossip questions like, are you and Ja dating? Even though they've said they're just friends, and they're obviously taking their time on it. And are you dying? Stuff like that. But the moment I saw her soy sauce colored hair, I knew she was back.
She's thriving, clearly.
She's doing great. And eagle-eyed watchers of John Morant's Instagram, he was holding up one of her colostomy bags in the background of an IG video. And I don't know if the league will get involved, but he's out of the playoffs now. He's got time on his hands. Diane, she's showing up to the Senate looking like Stephen Hawking. And she's like asking, and look, like she spent some time away, but she's coming back and she's asking these Republicans, she's asking them some hard questions like, where am I? Who are you?
Is this the River Styx? Are you Hades? One may say she showed up looking like Stephen Hawking. That's certainly true. I personally found her to have shown up looking like the troll face.
Problem?
Problem.
That's what her face looked like to me. She was stroked out.
She's doing fine. Man. Don't worry about it. Your hand is your index finger is supposed to be at a 90-degree angle to the rest of your hand.
Yeah. She's awesome.
Felix, I think you had this exactly right. And that, like, I see a lot of people. Once again, they're hating on Diane. They're complaining about it. They're like, this is a disgrace. She's even back in DC, still missing votes. And but like, here's the thing. Everyone, whether it's Joe Biden or Dianne Feinstein, like everyone is always talking about how they want to see these rotten sort of Vichy Democrats punished for their inability to surrender power, or for essentially spending their entire careers basically voting like Republicans, until you see them actually be punished. I mean, like, do you want Joe Biden and Dianne Feinstein to like retire and spend the waning hours of their lives surrounded by loved ones? Or do you want them to be like tormented in an undignified fashion so that like every waking second of their life is just confusion, fear, and pain? Because I mean, what do you want here? Make up your mind, folks.
You cannot look at her and be like, oh, she's getting the best of this one. She's having the time of her life.
Oh, she's having the Diane. She got us again.
Yeah, she's having the best Twilight years ever.
I've been thinking about watching them wheel her around. So I have the John Cougar Mellencamp song "Jack and Diane" stuck in my head, and just the chorus. Oh yeah, life goes on long after the thrill of living is gone. Here's a little ditty about Chuck and Diane.
Long after the thrill of living is gone.
I don't know if you guys like Ken Klippenstein did that. He sort of he posted the names of all of her staffers who are I mean, like, here's the thing, like, I don't know what power they really have over. I mean, what are they going to do? Like, force her to retire? Like, I mean,
I do get his point though. I do want to defend him. Like, there is something unsavory about like being that person and then faced with like a pretty insane choice, and the choice you make is like, oh, we're gonna wheel this old fucking bag of bones around until I can work for fucking Chris Dodd or something. Yeah, I mean, they're shitty people, and I have no objection to them being made feel uncomfortable. The thing is, though, is like, that's kind of what every staffer is like. You know what I mean? I'm faced with the same conundrum as when, it's supposed to feel really bad for the Amy Klobuchar staffers who got mugs thrown at them. It's like, well, you chose to work for Amy Klobuchar, like pretty much every staffer is just this person, and they're all pretty much fucking terrible.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I wasn't mad at Ken for doing so. It's just, I mean, it was funny to me to see their photographs, and they're all like these chipper 23-year-olds, and then to see the photo of Diane today, it's just
What I don't get is what. Oh no, Diane finds. I guess the critique that you're doing elder abuse. Okay, but again, as we discussed, if anyone on Earth deserves elder abuse, it's these people. So. What is the thing here? No, we need a vital young Democrat from California to do what exactly?
behave.
Oh,
exactly
if it wasn't
like
for Dianne Feinstein, they'd be holding hearings on Clarence Thomas, and he'd be out of the Supreme Court by now. Are you high? They're not. They're doing exactly what they want to do. Remember when they pulled the parliamentarian out of their asshole to blame for something? The fact that this old lady is we can't do something because old lady isn't here. You think if there was a young lady, they would do the thing, and they wouldn't find another reason not to do the thing you want them to do? They will not do the thing you want them to do.
I want Matt. I want them to spoon feed Dianne Feinstein soft serve ice cream on the floor of the Senate and have her sort of like spit up a little bit and sort of dab her mouth with it as she, like one of those chocolate vanilla swirls. And
I think they should diaper them. I think they should do baby play with our aged legislators.
There's always going to be like it's like it's like got a little bit of Diane spirit in me just now. There's always going to be a little bit of like, it's sort of like I would say like an item burden for the Democratic Party, right? And it's like when you're in an RPG and you carry a certain amount of items, and suddenly your character starts grunting and can't roll anymore, and you probably get a little flashy notification that's like you have too much stuff on you, you got to drop it, and you're just desperately trying to toss aside sorcerer staffs and robes. The Democratic Party works the same way, where it's like when they have exactly 60 votes, they're like, we're at capacity. We're at capacity. We just can't do that. We just can't get to that point. We can't do the public option. When that number is moved down to just 51 or 52, the item burden is much lower. Oh, we can't confirm those judges. We could do exactly this amount of shit. It's, there's a million reasons why it's that way, but, they just, they max out. They have a certain number of spoons that they have,
Currently, all the spoons in the Democratic Party are feeding creamed corn to Diane.
Yeah.